That's my guess for Monet. Hi, my name is Lacey, and welcome to my recap of episode 5 of Claim to Fame, hosted by Kevin and Franklin Jonas. Ooh. We have lost Tom Hanks's niece. We have lost Neil deGrasse Tyson's son. We have lost Dolly Parton's niece, and we have lost Eddie Murphy's daughter. If you're into this recap, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so thank you for your support. It's hot in LA, so I have a frozen drink trying to cool me off a little bit. I'm sorry. I do what I can because my AC is too loud to video. When last we left, Gabe and Monet have now lost all their trust in Cole because he got rid of Shane. Everybody comes down from either the elimination or the next day, I don't know what. Editing, it's magic. But they see that there's new clues on the clue wall. So that's interesting. They can point and lean into some of the clues that they've already kind of started guessing. So Monet sees keys, like a piano, and some sheet music on the wall. So she is pretty sure that Cole is related to Alicia Keys. There is also talk of Chris being related to Jim Carrey. There's a couple animals on the board, and there's an ace, a card with a magnifying glass, so ace detective. I don't see it because he's talking about 70s, and I don't know that Jim Carrey was big in the 70s or even born then. I don't think he... But that's what everybody's saying, so that's what we're gonna go with for now. The challenge is the telephone challenge. So they split into 2 teams, and then Jonas gives one person a limerick, and then they have to translate it to somebody, to translate it to somebody, to translate it to somebody, and then they have to pick out an object which represents 5 clues. We have the blue team, which is captained by Gabe, and it has Cole, Chris, and Monet. The green team is captained by JR, and they have Olivia, Hugo, and Carson. I didn't catch the whole limerick, but it was something like funny bunny, something in the sunny, and the guitar. And so Monet was having a difficult time this first round. She felt very panicked and a bit rushed and wasn't jiving with the vibe of the challenge yet. So she had a difficult time in this. So the blue team won the first round. And the 5 clues were a bunny that had jokes written on a little plaque or whatever, paper. There was a microphone. There was a guitar. There was a little handbag that said sister. I don't know what that was. It was a little pink bag and it said sister on it. And then there was a race car, which we all know is Carson's because we know she's a race car. The second round went much smoother. Everybody had a better time with it. It was a lot easier. And so, but still the blue team came out ahead and they won both rounds. And so their 5 clues for the second round are a boss, like a little figurine of a boss, a throne of some kind, keys, a ring of keys, some stars, and some poker chips. Chris is worried about the Vegas, the poker chips, because he says that his celebrity is big in Vegas. Again, I don't think this is Jim Carrey because Jim Carrey's not known for Vegas. So I don't know. I'm worried that somebody's going to guess Chris wrong again. As a reward, the blue team wins the limericks and the clues. So they can kind of put more pieces together with it in front of them now. And since Gabe was the captain and they won, he's immune this time. And he also gets a clue. JR, as captain of the losing team, he's one of the guessers, and he picks Carson to join him as a potential guesser. The house is talking about the clues after the game, and they're talking about Funny Bunny, they're talking about Vegas, like magicians and singers. They're talking about Cole being Alicia Keys again and saying how he used to date Emma Watson and how his ex lived in London. They're talking about how JR might be related to a musician called DaBaby. I don't know what that is. but because he had the pacifier and some other clues that I didn't really get. Carson is mad with Chris and wants him to share his clue that he got for Hugo last episode. Monet suggests that Gabe pulls her clue because she trusts Gabe with that information, and so she doesn't want it to get into the wrong hands, so if somebody's gonna get it, let Gabe get her clue. Gabe ends up pulling Monet's clue, as she requested. And it had a calendar, it had a night or a moon, it had a satellite, it had a car on a curb, it had pointing, and it had like a happy face. So what I gathered from that, and I got some help from Gabe, I got Curb Your Enthusiasm right away, and then he got Saturday Night Live. So it's Saturday Night Live and Curb Your Enthusiasm. So my guess for Monet is JB Smoove. That's my guess for Monet. Gabe didn't say it. I didn't hear anybody say it, but that's my guess based on SNL and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Cole decides to trust Carson, and he shows her own clue to see, like, hey, this is what we're going off of. This is why we think you're related to Jeff Gordon. This is the information that everybody has. He's really campaigning to not be guessed tonight. He's really trying to make alliances with JR and Carson. At the guess off, it is between JR and Carson, and the guesser is, after a vote, Carson. And Carson picks Cole, and she outs him as Alicia Keys' brother, and she is correct. Correctamundo. That's a bingo. And they show a video from Alicia Keys saying how much she loves her brother, and it is very cute, and Cole has left the game. What did you think of this week's episode of Claim to Fame? What do you think of my guess for Monet based on the clue? What do you think about Hugo's clue? Because I can't make heads or tails of it. I want to know your guesses, but only based on what we got from the episode, okay? Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.